not supposed to like take care of children, right? But eventually, when they start growing much more older, I think they need to have more responsibility. They need to be more responsible to their own kind of work. And immediately, like maybe the homework, they need to realize that they have homework this day or that day, and they need to do it before that day, so they could continue have a good education. And eventually, some might say that the children don't have respect to the parents at all. Yep, that's also the one main problems that nowadays a lot of kids are like their parents kind of like really like treat them, like really cuddly them, and treating them really fairly, and like love them. Most sincerely, like most of them is kind of like the only child, so that's why the parents treating them so much lovely. Eventually, I started to grow and developing more. I started knowing that children need to have more responsibility, like go to school by their own, like me. I started to go to school by my own when I was in 4th grade, or even realize that a lot of people don't know, like they're scared that their children might cause into an accident, or they're scared that their children don't have enough responsibility to do this or that. Well, I'm thinking, yes, there's also quite a chances that all children have a lot, and because like they don't have enough kind of like confidence in themselves. Because like when you start to have your own responsibility, you need to have potential, and you need to be brave up and stand up for your own self. Because like no matter what, you are the person who started to grow up, and you are the one who started to have your own responsibility. Because like nowadays I still see that a lot of like high school children, high school girls, boys, and they are old enough to go to school by their own, do their homework by their own, and more importantly doing everything by their own. Well, I started also seeing that a lot of children still rely on their parents. What? Do you know that children, they're old enough, like maybe when they're in 3rd grade or 4th grade, they could start to walk to school. If your house are near the school, just let them. And like even you worry about, you could go beside them on the many first day, but after forward, you need to continue to let your children to go by themselves, so they could know what's real dangerous like, and they understand how much importantly is that taking all the responsibility at once, and then importantly do their own housework and homework too. Because children nowadays, they kind of rely on parents, or maybe like some house they have like a housemate, so they kind of really rely on it. I suppose that maybe children nowadays don't realize how much important these values and these all started growing up, and taking all the biggest responsibility by yourself is kind of like a big deal. So for me, it's really kind of a big deal, because I think that all these responsibility gonna help me when I grow much older in the future. Because like maybe when I'm starting to like study high school, or maybe like university, I started to have developing more skills, and I could know more that everybody just like regularly, but while the others, the children who just like when you're much more young, like the same age as me right now, they always rely on their parents. Maybe in the future they can't do well. Then most of the children have started to develop and learning skills by skills every single day by their own. Bye.